All right. Welcome all to Super Bowl 55. We got the Packers and the Raiders. In a game that I don't think many expected if you're in the TFGO League or around the sphere of influence that is the TFGO League. I'm your host today, HawkingRegime. I will be doing the commentary, potentially getting another co-host today in Ty Kidd, the Vikings user in the league. But we will see. Time will tell. Right now, I'm going to be the host. We're going to be doing play-by-play and color. And quite frankly, this is a surprise to many. The Raiders were a low-seeded team coming in, 4th seed. They did win the division, but the lowest divisional winner in the AFC. And they're going to be taking on the Packers. Aaron Rodgers heading to his second Super Bowl today, Super Bowl 55, a third one, season number 3. All right, we are back. Sorry for that. Adjust the volume real quick. We get the ideal amount of audio included in this one. So 0-0 early on, Green Bay, Oakland. And the big storyline in this game, in my opinion, right now is the offense of Green Bay versus the defense of Oakland. Aaron Rodgers led the TFGO league in passer rating this year with 121.3. Had a pretty unbelievable season. Actually did not end up winning the MVP award, but still had a tremendous trio on offense of him, Aaron Jones, and his partner outside, and Devontae Adams, if he ends up going to Adams often in this game in third down conversions. Bunch for Green Bay. Rodgers diving back. And will get sacked, and the Las Vegas Raiders with an early turnover here in Super Bowl 55. Oh my, oh my. Aaron Rodgers not taking care of the football early. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. Las Vegas has been underdogs this whole season, including the postseason. And they're hosting a wild card game. Weren't really favored in any game they played all year long. Derek Carr coming in to the Super Bowl, and his defense gets him an early turnover. Let's see if they can capitalize in this game. On the play of their defense, the backs are the vets. Pernell McPhee, J.J. Watts, Keep to lead, Josh Norman. Lots of talent in Oakland that's going to be able to put this team in a good position today, I think. And regardless of the injuries on offense, C.J. Anderson, Chris Evans and company, they're getting guys like Peyton Barber and B.J. Hill, the running back spot, to carry the load in an offense that's been kind of in the middle of the pack this year, in all honesty. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can switch up their game plan with two pretty good wideouts out there, and A.J. Brown and Mark Cooper in the slot on this play. Man in motion. A big game right there for Oakland out there. 13 yards against the nickel set of Green Bay. Another interesting storyline for this game really is the fact that Oakland with the Oakland with 20 red zone defensive trips allowed all year long, with 7 field goals. Defense is already making an impact for Las Vegas, already making an impact for Las Vegas. But Green Bay, on the other hand, although they have tons of talent on the defensive side of football, they really have kind of struggled to be at the top. They're not at the top of the game, but they have plenty of talent to go around in all facets of their defense. Let's see if they can get a stop when they need one early on. The 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Peyton Barber looks like he does get the start for Las Vegas after the injuries to C.J. Anderson and Chris Evans. And no Bryce Love, by the way. Bryce Love with the upper arm fracture injury early on in the playoffs in the postseason for Las Vegas. So really unfortunate for them not to be able to have full offensive talent and guns blazing against his Green Bay front. Cameron Jordan, Cleveland Ferrell. Clay Matthews is the vet, actually getting less minutes now with the emergence of Ferrell. And Oren Burks winning Defensive Player of the Year last year. Devontae David taking some risk. Green Bay's general manager did, getting Devontae David and Cameron Jordan in the offseason. So they can make run defense efforts like that against running back B.J. Hill. We'll see if they can make a stand here on 3rd and goal. Early on in the game, In this situation, you see a lot of teams do a lot of different things. In all honesty, you see Dolphins or Miami go to, or excuse me, not Miami. You see Jacksonville go to a play action and goal line on occasion. You'll see some teams go with tosses. In all honesty, there's no necessarily right way to go about this. You can see halfback dives in this situation, halfback sting. Quarterback sneak has gotten out of fashion. We'll see if they bring it out here in goal line. No, they will not get it there, right there. Oh my. Green Bay with a great stop on third down to Holden 3 after an early turnover with Rodgers. Trying to get some type of space on offense, just could not do it and ended up getting sacked, forcing the fumble. Unfortunate enough, their defense had his back on that by Las Vegas. 3-0 early on in this game in Tampa Bay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, last game played in Tampa Bay, last Super Bowl that is, was Arizona versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Antonio Holmes game. Definitely rooting for Larry Fitzgerald in that one. Fitzgerald won't be winning Super Bowl in the TFGO League, though. Don't think he's even playing anymore. So Green Bay with actually a much healthier roster than Las Vegas. In all honesty, there's only one position that Las Vegas is really at a detriment, and that's halfback. And the same goes for Green Bay. Aaron Jones broke his ankle and will not be playing in this game today, so they have to rely on the efforts of Ty Montgomery, Jamal Williams, DJ Dallas, along with Elijah McGuire, a recent free agent signee off the market. So we'll see if Green Bay opts for a running attack today in their primary motive or primary way of moving the ball on offense. Although when you have Aaron Rodgers back there, I don't see how they don't go put the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands when the game's on the line. Adams in motion. Simple completion to Irv Smith. Irv Smith's that fast, electric tight end to move in there. Underneath throws, you'll see a lot of quick throws out of Aaron Rodgers and Marcus. He loves his quick throws, loves going outside, loves isolating Devontae Adams on these cornerbacks. And although Las Vegas has some very good veteran defensive backs, Aqib Talib has been converted to free safety. Josh Norman will likely be shadowing Devontae Adams. We'll see what Las Vegas plan of attack is today, showing a lot of single high looks early on. That jailbreak screen was covered all over the place by Las Vegas. Ooh. Dangerous throw across his body right there by Aaron Rodgers. Incomplete pass, second down and 10. And one thing about Marcus and the way he plays, and you'll see this from players around the league, really, in all honesty. I'm a player myself. And you'll see guys go, they have their tendencies, they have their favorites, and if you can stop them, then you can be very effective. However, regardless of you knowing their plays, if they know multiple reads on that particular play, it's very difficult to stop, and that's what Marcus, I think, excels at. You see right there, Las Vegas is matching up just mano-a-mano right there, kind of free match, perfect defense. See both the hitch and the corner being covered very well right there, very nicely. And the thing about Oakland, or excuse me, not Oakland, keep on saying Oakland. I gotta say Las Vegas now. I'm just gonna say the Raiders. The thing about the Raiders, though, is that their defensive front and their front seven is made up of two separate units. The defensive line really is headed by J.J. Watt, the veteran leader, and the linebackers are young bucks, 22, 23-year-old linebackers, and Mac Wilson and Weaver back there. So you got a little bit of a mix and match of experience and young bucks on the defensive side of the football that will help them. It really has helped them become the second best run defense in the league. And right there, Marcus dialing up a Marcus special with edgy stick tight end with the seam route and the two slants on the weak side. It's been a killer for Marcus for years in the Packers. Really, Aaron Rodgers has dominated that play. It's been very difficult to stop. That 5-wide set that we'll see here again very shortly is very difficult to stop, especially with the plethora of receiving options he has at his disposal. Rodgers on the move, and will throw it on the run. Oh my, Jamon Moore not able to catch that one. That was an insane throw, though. Likely would not have been completed regardless. But that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Green Bay is driving. Over to deep themselves at an early turnover. More 5 wide, and again, it looks like Green Bay's opting to really just put the football in the hands of Aaron Rodgers. To nobody's surprise, in all honesty, especially with the injury to Aaron Jones. And the front 7 from Las Vegas showing up once again. Maurice Hurst with the sack out of Michigan. Really developed nicely in that front 7 for Las Vegas, along with J.J. Watt, Yannick Ngakoue. They really put together quite the talented defensive unit, regardless of the aging veterans they have in some very important and key positions, along with Carl Joseph, who's been a young safety. It's really been diversifying the talent and the age level back there in Las Vegas. So 3rd and 20, 3rd and long. We'll see what happens in this play. Campbell going in motion. Rodgers dropping back. Rodgers dropping back. We're sacked again. My, oh my, J.J. Watt. This is going to be a problem all day. You know, Rodgers came into the playoffs actually 2nd in the league in terms of sacks allowed in the playoff teams. So, you know, they definitely have afforded to give up a lot of sacks throughout this season. And it's been tough for them in that regard. You know, Marcus is definitely used to those long plays, those long 3rd down conversions that they've had to make, and couldn't make it right there. Just going to be forced to punt the football. But I think that Marcus definitely has confidence in his defensive abilities today to go out there and get some stops, because Rodgers might need it in this one, especially against such a well-schooled defense. Let's see here. So 1st down on the 9-yard line, great punt. Set here for Las Vegas. And off to B.J. Hill. Ended up getting only about 2 on that play. You know, it's interesting. I actually did end up playing. I am the Buffalo Bills user, and I've been fortuitous enough to have actually won the Super Bowl in every single year, aside from this one, in our league. And honestly, when I played the Las Vegas this year, I did not expect this type of run. I mean, just going to the Super Bowl and winning against teams that are very well established in Miami, Jacksonville, and I guess a rookie player in Cleveland, but still really talented guys. Impressive run. The Green Bay's man-to-man defense there, not panning out. Derek Carr with the big completion for 18 yards. Man-to-man is going to be interesting for Green Bay today. Josh Jackson and Jair Alexander on the outsides, covering A.J. Brown and Amari Cooper. It should be a good matchup all day long. In all honesty, I think Las Vegas is more attuned to running the football, so the way they're playing on offense is going to be somewhat of a challenge, I think. Especially with the talented front Green Bay has at their disposal. And Bergson user coverage, and he'll get sacked for a loss of about, it's like 10 or 11 right there. Derek Carr, actually Andy Dalton ended up playing a key backup role for Las Vegas this season. Ended up throwing 7 touchdowns to 1 INT. He was a pretty key contributor in their run, and actually, being there when Derek Carr wasn't with injuries. So Marcus on 2nd 21 is going to show real aggressive here. Let's see if it pays off for him. Jair tight outside. It does not pay off for Las Vegas, I'll tell you that much. What a sack right there by Nick Perry. Ballsy play call in the face of adversity, in the face of pressure for Las Vegas to go with the play action there. Play action wide receiver in. A deep dig and a post combo. Wow. Ambitious. I can dig it. A little bit, but Marcus is not afraid early on, man. He knows this game is important. He knows he has to take some risks. He's doing one once again on 3rd and 29. We'll get him shifting out to man-to-man. See now, play action. Nope, run. Respectable, safe play call right there. Safe play call. Punting. Early quarter. First quarter, I should say. Been defensive early on. And I think, again, the storyline of the day really has to be the defense of Las Vegas versus Green Bay. I don't think there's really Green Bay's offense, I should say. I don't think there's much of a doubt about that. The stars of both teams really take place on those sides of the football. And it's going to be something real exciting. Honestly, Devontae Adams might equal A.J. Brown and Amari Cooper's catch and touchdown total this year. It's that absurd how great of a dynamic duo they have created this year in Rodgers and Adams. Adams winning the Player of the Year for receivers in the NFC. And Rodgers, again, like I mentioned earlier, with the best player passer rating in the NFL this year, the TFGO League, 121.3, 38 touchdowns, 15 INTs. Let's see if he can deliver in the postseason, though. Unlike his recent past, where he really hasn't, only that one Super Bowl win over Pittsburgh many years ago. Here's his opportunity. And really, that's actually been a go-to play of Green Bay this entire year. The toss has really just been pretty much a consistent factor with them. Aaron Jones has been the guy for them all year long with the broken ankle. Here comes Ty Montgomery and Jamal Williams. And in all honesty, I don't know if, because they aren't named Aaron Jones, if their running game will slow down at all. And this eight slot formation has been really giving his opponents fits all year long. That will end the first quarter, though. 3-0 Las Vegas over Green Bay early on in Tampa. Home, Super Bowl 55. And as we enter the second quarter, we actually will get, potentially, Ty, you there? Got the co-commentator in? And he may end up joining us, we'll see. And Green Bay going to a little wham set right here. Spin it. Ooh, we got Tyrone Kidd in the building, Super Bowl 55, co-commentating. How are you doing, man? Absolutely, it's always a problem. So with your experience now, have you played any of these users? I know you've been in the league for years now. As a veteran player, have you played against Justin Case and the Raiders user and the Packers, or and Marks, I should say? Oh, on one note, can you go into the party and actually include your audio? Because they can't hear you. See if that'll fix it. You good now? Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, 3rd and 15, 3rd and long. Rodgers dropping back. Oh, we got the end. Devontae. Damn, what a play.
See what happens? The government gets shut down, and my mic gets shut down for a minute. Now I'm here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Tyrone's here now.
So now the question was, again, you might have to reiterate it for the germs at home.
Yeah. So the question was, what's your experience against these users now? You've been in the league for a long time. You've seen a lot of Green Bay.
Long time.
Yeah, long time. And I don't know if you've seen Las Vegas at all, or what your opinion is of this matchup in general, because it's been different. I don't want to. There's been a user that's been in the Super Bowl every other year. This is the Vikings user, in Ty Kid. But what's your opinion of the Super Bowl? It's different. I've always been in the inside looking out, and now I'm on the outside looking in. You know what I mean?
That's I feel like that it's more different for you than anything else, because it's just like hey, I can actually sit here and grab a beer and relax.
It's a bit it's a bit odd. It's a bit odd for sure.
So from my perspective, I've seen a lot of Green Bay, a lot of Green Bay.
A lot of Green Bay.
A lot of Green Bay.
A lot of A-Rod,
Ty
Montgomery, and Aaron Jones.
More, yeah, pretty much so, and Devontae Adams. But I've also played against Las Vegas. I think they might have been Oakland, not sure, but I've seen a lot of them. They're very, especially with the pieces that they end up getting. They took a very John Gruden-esque route. They got a lot of old but reliable people.
They did.
And that defense is very good. A lot better when
paying dividends right now. Yeah.
Of course, once you have JJ Watt on the team and you put him really anywhere on the field, it becomes a mismatch anywhere.
I agree.
Basically, knowing that.
Oh my, Ty Montgomery driving forward.
Oh boy.
looking like Aaron Jones out there. Good God.
I'm telling you, one of the keys what I would see right now will be the ability to stop the run for Las Vegas. Because the one thing I will tell you, he loves an outside run. He loves having the speed guys to go kick it outside once in a while. Once you stop that, right? Oh, of course, by the Packers. The Packers, are probably more deadly on the ground as he is with Aaron Rodgers, but that makes it the ability to go very West Coast is what makes him very dangerous.
I agree. He's very quick passes. As
for Las Vegas is just it's a very will wear you down. I mean, with all the pieces there, they have the coverage. They have a Quib Talib. They have who's that from Washington again? Josh Norman. Yeah, he has Josh.
Oh yeah, Redskins. Yeah.
Yep. And then he also with J.J. Watt with a whole bunch of people in there. They can bring the pressure. I've seen the game when they just had against Miami. And even though, there are some question marks, maybe some, but as it is always in the playoffs.
Some alignment question marks, I suppose.
That defense, you can't stop that. That defense did what it had to do at the end of the day, which was literally bring pressure to that quarterback. And you can't fake pressure no matter what's going on. And that's what, that was something that when you have Aaron Rodgers, a guy who do that, if you can keep him off of being comfortable and keep him on a bicycle, that's the best way you beat him.
Yeah. And what's interesting is also with Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers is you're right about the quick passing. You definitely see him go to a lot of quick passes, and that's what's really interesting about the sack numbers he's taken this year, because he does go to a lot of quick passes, but he's also getting some real tough pressure up front. This game, at least, Las Vegas already really fumble. So I think, again, the matchup is the offense of Green Bay versus the defense of Las Vegas. It's interesting that you mentioned the run defense as well, because Las Vegas is actually second in the TFGO league in run defense. So
he's seen a lot
in the ground.
He's seen a lot of different styles. Yeah. One of the things also I will tell, I mean, it's not much of a spoiler, but I don't think too many people knows that. I have Brian DeLuca, which was his trusted right tackle.
Another sack. Wow.
Yep. And because of that, that means the pressure in there is going to be hard. He's got a lot of rookies in there. He's got
that right tackle. That right tackle is going to have a long day against, I think, Yannick Ngakoue on the left side. Let's see. I think he's going to line him up opposite him.
And Watts can come from that way too. It's just
the
idea of it makes it's the reason why he has to throw short. He has to throw short a lot of times, or he has to run out of the pocket. He has to because he's on a timer, a 3-second timer, if that.
Yeah. And the past Super we've been in, I think season number 3 of Matt Hampton had a very similar scoreline to this early on. Usually the games are a little more high scoring than this, but it's early, so there's time. But right now, I mean, very conservative. We'll see if Green Bay ends up going for it. I doubt. I think they take their points and let their defense play. Yeah, they're going to take their points here.
See, honestly, I would probably be safe. Mainly because the only question, if you have an only question mark that you have on this team, is the fact that they've been doing this with Derek Carr, Carson Palmer, with no running back, in all honesty. I'm not sure if they got any of their running backs back. I seem to have Brian Hill, which was an old Minnesota faithful.
yeah. Brian Hill, yeah.
And I don't know if they got Amari Cooper back.
Yes, he is back. Cooper's back, actually.
Okay.
But no Bryce Love, no C.J. Anderson, no Chris Evans. So they're going to rock with Brian Hill. I think I was mistakenly saying P.J. Hill earlier. Brian Hill and Peyton Barber, actually, out of Auburn. So that's who they're rocking with a halfback.
And I think that's going to be one of the things that they're going to have to do. They have to win the turnover battle. That's mainly what it is, and that's for Carr not to turn the ball over.
Yeah, I think it's a sack right there. Nick Perry blitzing up the middle. Nice play at Green Bay. Looks like he ran a little bit of stump right there, maybe.
It was. If you see how it
he
in the
just
middle,
brushed off. Yeah.
If you see in the middle, you see that they also he was playing for the middle. He was playing to see if he was going to be able to juke through the middle and blitz there, but instead he went back a little bit too far. The guy on the right side came out, and then he just laid him out.
What's compelling to me in this game is, regardless of I think how solid Las Vegas can play on defense, because I've played against him, and I know that especially in the red zone, this is the great thing about Las Vegas this year. He is the best red zone defense in the TFGO league by a mile. I think it's 8 percentage points I think that's the separator, the differential between the next closest guy. I mean, he allows only 60%, I think, of defensive red zone possessions to end up in points at all. So you just can't allow big plays. But on the offensive side, I don't know if Las Vegas can contend, because I think at some point you would think Green Bay and Rodgers would figure it out. But with the offense in the passing game being such a minimal part of what Las Vegas has done, it's going to be interesting to see if they can adapt today in such a game with such stakes on the line. It's 2-55.
But you also have to understand the fact that the secondary is very young. Green Bay, you're going against Amari Cooper. You're going against
Rodgers feeling that pressure, ends up getting the first down. Switzer barely. It's like I think he gets
got it. I think he got it. That's 5 yards.
Yep. But yeah, you were saying
you have
very young.
There's
Right.
AJ Brown, there's Amari Cooper. You even have Kelvin Benjamin, who's 6'5", who at least might not beat you deep, but will at least get those 50-50 balls most of the time.
And I know that really well, because he actually had a revenge game against my Bills and getting 2 touchdowns in the red zone against me late and in the third quarter, I believe. So he's going to be a red zone option for Las Vegas today. Derek Carr dropping back though on a new set of downs, rolling out and getting the first down right there.
Ooh, that's a great look. That is a great look.
Who are we just talking about? Kelvin Benjamin, big boy catch right there.
Sometimes you just gotta look for the big man. Hope he brings it down. Sometimes it's crazy because you'll see him with the linebackers, and he'll actually work the linebackers, which makes it a lot scary.
The Green Bay's got a really talented group of linebackers, though, Norman Burks and Levante David. I mean, this duo right there might be the best in the league. You guys fly in coverage.
Yeah,
especially I kind of doubt Green Bay going to time much in this game. I can see them rocking a lot in nickel.
They're gonna have to, because they have to go to their strengths, and their strength at the moment is definitely linebacker crew. Especially when you have a team that even if they're injured, they're still going to. And
wow, what an attempt!
Ooh, what a pass
on the run!
Oh my God! I thought they were going short.
Going with a lot of press, a lot of tight coverage today for Las Vegas, or for Green Bay, I should say, on defense. Really challenging at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they got some faith in Jair and Josh, but they got behind the secondary right there. That was almost to the house.
6. That should have been 6, in all honesty. But yeah, that's their hallmark card. They're a very, very man defensive thing. You can ask the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles have tried to make the world go around just so they can figure out that man defense. But that man defense is. Ooh! Oh, come on.
Contested curl there. Contested curl.
A good try, though. It's a good try.
Yeah, again, the passing game is interesting for me at Las Vegas. I played them. I didn't think they developed a passing game. That's what I thought his downfall would ultimately be. In all honesty, probably there's been a lot of defensive games in the postseason. So I think I'd play it again to his advantage. So this one can be the scoring, and it definitely is to his advantage. Just getting converted around 3rd and long. Derek Carr dropping back. Just a little bit of going outside the pocket here, and will not end up picking up anything. You're going to have to punt. So I think very good coverage by Green Bay. Inside cross, shallow cross concept.
Well, I was going to say that the thing about it, though, is that the playoffs is a different beast. The second thing, of course, is when you have no running game left, you kind of have to make something out of nothing. you have to change it. You have to change it up, or else you'll end up being defeated.
It's interesting, though, because you almost wonder, is going to consistently try to go and stick with that run game that he's been pretty much known with for the entire year with different players, with a pretty offensive line, or do you just have to make it up as you go along in this passing game?
I think for him to be successful, he has to not mention him.
Oh my! Not a bad half for Las Vegas. A lot of the TFGO.
This is what they have to do.
This is not what Green Bay is favored in this game. This is not. People thought Green Bay was going to blow out Las Vegas, and this puts them in a tough situation.
See, I would not be one of them. I would be honest, I would not be one of them. Only because I've seen a different light. So, I've seen a different light playing them the last time. It is possible to make him bleed.
As we do go to the 2-minute warning, nice reading right there.
And if
Vegas, or for Green Bay, I should say.
Yes. And then the thing about it, too, is if you actually can make him pressure or make him second guess, it becomes a different game. It becomes him trying to do whatever it takes to get that one play out. So as long as he brings pressure, pressure's the key, and pressure is what Oakland can do. Sorry, Las Vegas.
Yeah, I was messing that up earlier as well. It's tough. It's tough early on. I think I've got the Chargers down, but Las Vegas and Oakland is still a challenge for me.
Is it? Do I feel certain kind of a bias because the Super Bowl is called LV?
Potentially. I don't know.
It's a little bit.
I don't think they're that clever. I don't know if they're that clever down in Vegas. They got sticker out concept though here at Paris Campbell.
Good pass.
Hey, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, you know they're going tempo. They like what they saw.
Oh, of course. That's one of the other things you have. He just has so many receivers who can do so many things. It makes it so difficult to find.
And this is where Aaron Rodgers really at his best, right? Up tempo, freelance, gets to work the offense himself. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Keeps people on their toes. That's pretty much their game, yeah.
Yep. Some more play action here. Looks like that was audible. Back to play action.
No, who knows? Who knows what's going to come out of that, man? He might be faking it. Up, play action.
All right, nice little dump off. Montgomery, first down, tempo. Minute 10 left. Oh, no, timeout. Okay.
Smart play.
Starting on the 1-yard line, great punt. Yep, great punt by Las Vegas, but Green Bay with very little time off the clock, already at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line, driving. See if they can capitalize again here on a crazy turn really from the 1-yard line, 39.
As long as I feel like as long as they can get the 3, I feel like it's a good idea. I feel it's a good drive.
Any points in a game like this, it seems up there invaluable. Rodgers rolling out. He's going to get sacked by Jake.
Oh no!
2 sacks on the day.
And the man who has gotten 8 sacks of the year has come with more than. Whew. J.J. Watt is a difference maker.
Yeah, and Ngakwe led the team in sacks, but Watt is going to play the biggest stage today. I mean, for a guy like Watt, you can expect him at this point to really have the ultimate hunger for a Super Bowl championship. Being starved to death in Houston, and now in Las Vegas, an opportunity to bring home a Lombardi in a new city, new franchise, technically. I mean, not really a new franchise, but a new location. You got a lot of drive, a lot of hunger. Second and 8. Can
winning that first Super Bowl and do that
cannot. Get a little bit of jump off there. Montgomery needs to be shut down for a gain of 1. And now Las Vegas wants the ball back.
I mean, you have a minute left. A minute is nothing with 2 timeouts.
True. Let's see what the offense can do, though, with Las Vegas because of the passing game. I'm curious if they can get the ball down the field very quickly. Assuming Green Bay is just going to concede here, a draw, screen, something like that. Try to get some open, try to get some blocks free. Guy missed, potentially get a big chunky yardage here. Let's see what happens. Got a bunch, split screen across. Got plenty of space. Ooh, just cannot get around the defender from the outside and inside. Good play though, smart play. 1 timeout for Las Vegas.
Hey, has to force him to run a waste of timeout. That's the best play he has to do.
Yeah, that was. And he got some yards out of it too. It's a great opportunity for punter J.K. Scott out of Alabama.
Maybe get into the 15, 10.
See if he gets his opportunity to return that they do with Ryan Switzer. He make a man miss. One to the outside, little bit he does. Gets decked though.
Ooh, good move, but he doesn't get far.
19-yard line. Las Vegas, let's see it end up going for a couple shots. In the TFGO League, I know personally my end of half defense isn't phenomenal. I remember in Super Bowl number 1, or I guess Super Bowl 53 of the TFGO League in season 1 of this year. San Francisco ended up throwing a bomb at the end of half and converting like a 60-yarder. Mary, never seen that in my life, but it converted against me, so I can see that happening here. Don't want that opportunity to be given Las Vegas if you're a Green Bay fan.
But at the same time, if you're Las Vegas, that's going to be one of the times that you can put them behind the 8 ball, which is one of the spots that Aaron Rodgers does not like to be.
I think that's a necessity. Yeah, that's a necessity also. I think in Vegas,
by Alexander.
You don't want to throw a pick as well here, though.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's the biggest
game of the year. Biggest game of the year. You can't have these things.
I don't think Las Vegas will get behind too much this game. It's tough to come back against a guy like Marcus. So 2nd and 10, 40 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if Las Vegas chooses to be aggressive near the end as the first half comes to close. We're in Tampa Bay, Super Bowl 55. Let's see what happens.
If it was me, I'd go for the first down.
Ooh, stick and nod. Defense, can he go deep? He does.
Oh, I see where he's going.
Wow.
That's the way he goes. Whenever you see that play, you can see who's getting that ball. That is a
wow. And they would choose to not call their timeout.
Don't.
To the line.
I would not at all.
Not even
make sure your next play works though.
Play.
Yes, I have to.
It's changing sets.
Maybe.
Wow. Very conservative here in Las Vegas. Surprised they didn't call another play. Looks like they're just going to try to settle for. And they're getting sacked and taken out of field
goal range. They're going to call timeout. Oh no.
What a decision by Las Vegas to not be aggressive there and try to gain some more yards in a play different than what was just called and stick and nod. Defense was expecting them. We're there for the stop.
If I was them, I would have went for the run. If they really went for the run, I feel like it would have been a better opportunity for them to get 3 at least. Now, they might not get anything.
That's enormous because Las Vegas gets ball at half. If they all get a field goal at bare minimum, they put themselves in a good position to actually play to their strengths, which is defense and mind.
But now the question is, now they only have 8 seconds left. That's enough to get them a pass play and to get out of bounds.
Not enough to spike it, though. They got to get out down. See what happens. Double flex. Looks like it's a motion. Corner out potentially coming. Let's see if they get it off. And
that is
going to go for a Hail Mary.
Close pass.
That was close, but I don't think it would have gotten out of bounds. Ended up trying to go for Kelvin there. It's going to be Hail Mary full of grace. Right now, Derek Carr 5 wide.
That might have been one of them situations where we should have thrown it and wait the guy to go down and get it out of bounds.
You know, that's a tough throw regardless. No timeouts. I'm not sure they could have converted. And it will be sacked at the end of the half. 3-3. What a nail biter here in Tampa Bay.
What a missed opportunity.
High octane. I don't think we've ever had a Super Bowl where there hasn't been a touchdown in the first half yet. In TFGO history, it'd be near the end of season number 7.
I feel like you would know more about the Super Bowl, sir.
I'm trying to recall. I want to show a little bit of humility. I don't think there was a Super Bowl, though, without a touchdown the first that I can recall off the top of my mind. The only one I would imagine there would be potential for would be Super Bowl 3 of Madden 18, where I played Kansas City. And I cannot recall off the top of my mind. I'll check that out real quick. As we head on into the second half, Las Vegas with the ball.
When you say that, you have to remind people when you say that you see how the Seahawks at that.
Yeah. Time. So for people who aren't aware, the TFGO League, obviously if you're not in the circle, this is our 7th season, and I played with Seahawks in Madden 18 and the Buffalo Bills now in Madden 19. I played 4 seasons in Madden 18. Catch. It was great Mark catch, Cooper over the middle, and I was the Seahawks in Madden 18, won 4 titles, and Bills in Madden 19 and won 2. This year, I'm not in the Super Bowl, unfortunately, but I recall the 3rd championship game in Madden 18. I ended up playing a really close first half, so there may not have been a touchdown in that half. Can't recall exactly, although I think there was.
It's all right. Well, with all those chips on when all the championships on your wall, it's going to be kind of hard to remember all those days. It's like picking your favorite child, so it's understandable. Right now, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Las Vegas driving. Showing blitz. Are we blitz?
Well, they might need to get at least 3 on this drive. You don't know when this
Let's see if Carr recognizes it.
Matter.
See if Carr recognizes it.
Ooh, I have
just
no
getting
idea
a notification. Yeah, that was a deep bomb. Low balls.
But if you see in the underneath it, though, the problem is that you'll see is that they stopped running on the other routes. They had nobody there.
Yeah.
You have to throw.
And I'm getting a notification now. TSA, we got a 3rd broadcast member of the Eagles, running from the airport in Tampa Bay. You think we should let him in this broadcast?
I mean, see, I guess we could. I mean, nothing really good comes from Philadelphia, but I guess we should give him a shot, right?
It's a good point. Let's see if he makes it. If he does, we'll give him an opportunity. If he doesn't, let's see what's up. 3rd and 9. Green Bay bringing the heat again, and he's sacked.
They're gonna have to. that was a situation when you should. That has to be a quick pass. Know who you picked before.
Showing really they're blitzing with their zero blitzes are paying dividends right now. They're really actually gaining big plays on these 3rd and longs.
It's one of those situations where the way you have to win is get pressure and hope for a fumble or a bad pass or one of those things where you have to get a score. If they're not doing offensively, they have to
another
find
phenomenal punt though. Oh my God, it's 2-yard line. And I tell you what, if Las Vegas isn't capitalizing on offense, they sure are putting their defense in great positions.
I don't know how many times they're gonna be able to do that though without paying for it.
Yeah, at some point they got to put up some points. I mean, that's why again the 8.5. I just think it's such a big deal. They didn't end up scoring at all. I mean, at some point you can't contain Aaron Rodgers forever. Am I right? I mean, come on now.
Well, it is possible. The only problem is that it's going to be tiring towards the end.
Is it possible? I guess we'll find out. Time I mean,
if you check the history books, there is a time where he did not score any touchdowns, and they had to win on the field goals.
Yeah, that's absurd, honestly. That's insane. But Las Vegas is going to have to probably do just that to come out of here with a victory because Rodgers has just been too good this year, I think, in this offense to win purely off of defense from Las Vegas and no points. They got to get some points on the board. Rodgers rolling outside the pocket. Comeback route. Whoa, what a tight throw to Jamon. 16 of 20, 143 yards in the day for Aaron Rodgers.
Well, when you have a guy who's 99 everything, he's going to be able to get that.
Yeah, he absolutely will get the ball in there, I'll tell you what. You know what's an interesting storyline today that we actually haven't talked about is John Gruden's return. Ironically, in his first Super Bowl, is the home of where he used to coach, Tampa Bay.
Very true. That's the one where he actually.
He's got a little bit of voodoo up his sleeve today.
I'm not sure if you want to say it, but some people say is that the way he stole the Super Bowl away from Tony Dungy.
Potentially, he still won it though. Still got the job done.
Very
still
true.
the coach that year. 5 catches, 78 yards a day for Jamon Moore, who's actually been showing out a little bit more than Devontae Adams. Am I right on that? I think I am.
I'm pretty sure it is, but
I haven't seen a ton of Devontae today. I haven't seen a ton of Devontae today.
It might be Josh Norman versus Devontae Adams, which might be the reason. Or it could be a Equip to Live. One of the questions that you have with Equip to Live is,
and look at the man who's just coming up.
Oh my
came
God!
Up big against Nick in the NFC Championship game with 3 catches and a
cracker.
touchdown, giving the Niners nightmares right there. The back of his head, Jimmy Graham playing a big role for Green Bay in this postseason. Really was not a factor at all in the regular season.
The problem when you have Aaron Rodgers, you just have unlimited targets. So many receivers, tight ends, running backs. It's just of who's open.
And just gets knocked out in the backfield. Montgomery trying to get loose. Oh
nice
my
stop.
God.
Oh my God. He just won't.
He was able to get some yards there still. Wow.
Someone get this
5 yards. Ty Montgomery. Oh, Lord. Las Vegas is going to have to wrap up today. They can't allow this running game to get going. Otherwise, it's going to be way too easy on Aaron Rodgers in the second half. 22 passes, though. So they've put that ball in the hands of Aaron Rodgers today. I've been able to reap a lot of rewards from it thus far. You know, Las Vegas has done a really good job. A lot of time in the pocket, but Rodgers unable to complete that outside. Does. Yeah, able to extend, but that was Las Vegas game plan right there. So we got 3-3 as we head on into close in on 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wow.
3-3 with the Packers in field goal range.
3-3 with the Packers in field goal range, correct. See what happens here on 3rd and 5. Will they run the ball to Montgomery? They go to their man, Devontae. Audible. Audible. Rodgers dictating. Orchestrating. Dropping back to spy is Las Vegas. Going deep. Devontae. And he gets a touchdown. 10-3 Green Bay. Oh my.
Exactly what I was telling people. You always got to watch out for him.
Norman could not hold him there, unfortunately, for Las Vegas as Green Bay takes the lead in the third quarter for the first touchdown of the game. Waited a long time for that, and now we finally have it as Green Bay goes up 7, 6 minutes roughly to go in the third quarter. 7-play, 98-yard drive, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Wow, good stuff out of Green Bay.
Real quick to say hello to all the 46 viewers that are watching this right now, watching our commentation. High five for you guys.
Absolutely, man. In Super Bowl number 3 of the TFGO League Season 3. And actually, I was incorrect. There actually has, in the touchdown, or in Super Bowl 3 of the TFGO League in Madden 18, there was no touchdown scored with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. So, we actually had a touchdown earlier today than we did in that game. So, never mind.
It just means that you don't have time to run your own stats, so like you might have to get rid of that.
Nice little play action pass right there to the tight end. He gets a lot of yards after the catch.
Ooh, that is a nice
on the tackle.
Right there.
Nice play right there by Derek Carr.
If I were Oakland, I would have to find ways to get into the end zone because right now you're in a trouble zone. You have to respond.
This is how Marcus wins his game. You know, if Las Vegas, offense is just not, I think, the forte for Las Vegas. They need to get in some type of rhythm, and this is the drive that needs to be established. Because if you get behind too much, I think Green Bay with Pugh and Furl, even and some of the defensive linemen getting out the edge, although they haven't been great in terms of pure pass rush this year, I think it's still going to be tough to come from behind against this team.
Hey, I have a question now that from one of our people who are watching right now. The question is,
catch, Galvin Benjamin up the middle.
Do you think that Vegas is just not taking advantage of any opportunities so far in this game?
It's pretty apparent at the end of the half, did not take advantage of that opportunity, being able to get a lead prior to halftime, whether it was a field goal or a touchdown, and played very conservative, and it was to their detriment. And so they haven't taken advantage of their opportunities. And in the beginning of the second half, they had a good drive, and it stalled out, and that was an opportunity to, again, with the Week 3 game and having the ball, trying to get something going, they couldn't do it. Right there, risky play deep, and isn't he picked off?
Oh my God!
Great play.
And there it is.
East tackle at the 13-yard line. Yeah, that was a very risky throw by Derek Carr. Ended up not paying off for them, and Green Bay will take over again in their own territory, 13-yard line. This is exactly what you don't want to see out of Las Vegas.
You can't make a read like that in the Super Bowl. Every read has to count.
You can't make mistakes like that just against Aaron Rodgers and company, in my opinion. This offense has just started to get going for Green Bay, and the fact that you give them another opportunity so quickly, and their defense a little bit of excitement and energy in the building. Raymond
Don't give it confidence, because there is confidence right now after they scored.
It doesn't bode well, but Las Vegas defense has been the premier point of emphasis for this team all year long. So if they're going to show up,
pick six.
If someone's going to show up for Las Vegas, it's going to be their defense. They've been dependable all year, especially against the ground. You see it right there, loss of 3, second and 13. So the defense has got to come up big. It's plain and simple. They can't allow this game to be blown out of proportion by Aaron Rodgers in this offense.
Wow, if you see the rushing yards, it is 45 to 43. That is a very low scoring for both these teams.
Yeah, just the one big play to Devontae, and that's exactly what Las Vegas could not afford to have happen. And Rodgers, oh my God,
that was close.
Wow, gets
almost got taken close.
That was ballsy by Rodgers. Wow, for 200 yards in the day now. The Campbell.
They might have to rely on the passing game now. It depends. Right now, you're at the 48-yard line. You might have to either pass to get the score, or you might have to run to at least be able to get a field goal, but you have to score in order to put more pressure.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think they really, in this area, are considering too much of what they're doing, run or pass. They just brought the ball in Rodgers' hand and let him dictate to what he wants to do. And another screen play right there. Oh, can he get past the defender? He can. Gets tackled, though, by Weaver.
Ooh.
Young rookie out of California. Good tackle there. 2nd and 6. Overload blitz. Las Vegas lobby ball. Las Vegas going. They're using the same type of blitz that Green Bay was early on. The zero blitz package. Going aggressive. I like it. Risky, but
you always got to remember. You always got to make sure the person that everybody's playing their man tightly, or else you'll have openings like that, and simple things to screen.
Absolutely, in Las Vegas, opting for a little bit of pass rush in there.
And they cannot make the tackle.
Oh my God!
They're going to pay.
Another extension.
You have to tackle the man when you have the opportunity. You can't give him that much time in the pocket. Anybody will make that throw if they have it.
And for Las Vegas, you don't want to get that combo going. You don't want to get the Rodgers-Adams combo going. I mean, good Lord. Looking like Russell Wilson out there. Is Aaron Rodgers.
1st and 10 on the 23-yard line. Uh-oh.
Green Bay's going to be aggressive here. Going to go deep to J-Mon potentially. Oh, touchdown.
It's right there. It's
to the outside.
Now, my question is with you, while they're up 17-3, how important is it for that franchise guy to actually win a Super Bowl?
I think it's huge. I mean, it's as the commish of the league, and if the team's so talented, I think time potentially you could argue is running out for such a talented team, and he definitely went all in this year. Cameron Jordan signing free agent, and Devontae David on defense, yep. And Clay Matthews getting old, so they're gonna have some new guys coming in. And I think it's, they just need to capitalize on this opportunity. And it looks like right now they are taking advantage. Now let's see really what Vegas is made of, right? Because if they can't score here, I think it could be ugly. It could be ugly.
I agree. I completely agree. It's a make it or break it. Like, if the last one was supposed to be they need to score, this one is, in order to stay competitive, they just have to do something.
And you know better than everybody, right, how it's played against Green Bay when they're down. You can't probably can't give up on those opportunities early on. You got to be able to capitalize when you have the opportunity.
In all honesty, he's a more dangerous person when he's ahead than when he's behind. He has that confidence. He has the swagger. Once you have that, then you just start playing within yourself.
One thing about Marcus that you're right about is I don't see him give up a lot of leads. He does come from behind, but he does a pretty good job maintaining the leads that he does acquire, and against a team like Las Vegas.
I mean, we say that, and then I remember the 49ers game. That was a close one.
Last week?
Yes, sir. He was up, what was it, 20? It was GG by halftime. By the time fourth quarter came, they needed to stay ahead. They needed to fight to stay ahead.
Yeah, but it was only a 10-point game, though. I'm saying, like, big leads. Like I said, 3-possession leads. I don't see him breaking. Or 14-point leads, that is. But you're right. I guess it was a 14-point lead in San Francisco, and he did end up getting pretty close. So we'll see. Usually holds on tight. Las Vegas, they're still going with their bread and butter right now. They're still running the pass and short, and that's not too bad. There's a lot of time left in this game. And so I think if they can get a touchdown this drive, regardless of how long it takes, I mean, time is running down, and they're getting into the fourth quarter, almost about time to put the foes up. But if they can get a touchdown at all, the defense, I mean, they still got an opportunity. They've proven that they can force turnovers against Rodgers, not a pick. They did get some pressure on him, and that's what you need.
I feel like the only problem I have is if you're going to run draws, to me, I would at least think like the passing and running draws. Draws are definitely great at this point because you can't just go and run formations and think that they're not going to know where it is. You got to be able to fake the defense. You got to do something different.
Yeah, absolutely, and that'll take us to the end of the quarter. In the fourth quarter, 17-3. Packers lead.
Is there another
the Raiders?
play going on?
Ooh.
No, that's just it.
That'll be it. 17-3, Green Bay, Raymond James Stadium, Super Bowl 55. A new Super Bowl champion will be crowned today, much to my chagrin. 17-3, Green Bay.
I expect you to be on the field to be able to hand the trophy off.
I'm probably going to have to refrain you from taking it back home. All right.
See, then here's also my thing, too. Will he be happy with the Super Bowl? Especially when he's not able to take away from his mortal enemy. I'm not sure, honestly.
Are we really mortal enemies? That's interesting.
No. We can't have the conversation. You said you guys aren't rivals. Rivals are one thing if he can't beat you. Enemies.
You're right.
He could be the person that's just throwing the darts in the picture in your face.
We could be considered enemies. You're right. We could be considered enemies. But if we are enemies, it's one side. I don't feel any animosity towards Marcus whatsoever. And rivals, obviously, like you already said, has been disputed because in order to be a rival, you'd have to first win. Like me and SG6, for example, are rivals. He's beaten me before. And we're playing the same division.
How is that division? I mean, we might have to go into that.
It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet. It's tough. It's tough. I mean,
is it tougher than last season?
It's pretty tough every year, I would say. I think I end up playing anybody in the AFC East in the playoffs. Season number 2, where I ended up going undefeated. Fortunately, we were able to stay pretty healthy that year and having a good season. And the players played very well. But this year, I think just a combination of SG6 being a great player and the Dolphins and Patriots had a struggle, but are also still tough as per usual. I think they just, at some point, we all play each other so much that we know how we play, and because they're good players, they basically can remember how you play. And I think in a lot of ways that ends up playing to, makes the game a lot less room for error, because everybody knows what everybody's doing. So it becomes very difficult.
As compared to when you were the Seahawks, or would you say it's a better division?
I would say it's a better division, yes. Yeah, I would say it's a better division. I would. I did not end up losing any division titles in that 4-year stint, but I did end up losing the first division title this year, or the first year in the TFGO leagues. Went 13-3, and Dolphins went 15-1 season 1 of Madden 19 TFGO league. So it is definitely challenging. But here we go, Las Vegas, as we just discussed.
First to go on
drive down the field. Let's see if they can score. 17-3. Manning up. Looks like A.J. Brown outside. Cooper in the slot.
I look for Benjamin.
Triple coverage. Oh, my God.
That is
That was not A.J. Brown. That was Kelvin. Oh, my.
Sometimes you might force, but there's a problem. There's a problem when you're triple coverage. Triple coverage is a very risky thing. I would have ran into the quarterback if anything.
Get back to your point after
after
this goal line drive. Apologize for cutting you off earlier, but tight set right here. Las Vegas at the 5-yard line. Can they score? Inside run. D. Lowry cannot get there. Can he get in?
Ooh, can he? He's almost there. No.
Big Barber. At the one.
This is a definite QB draw situation. I do not want to see anything else.
4-down territory, no doubt about it. I mean, you got to go for the end zone in these two situations. You do plays. Right here, what do? You call toss and then go for a sneak on 4th down, or you go sneak here?
I sneak it in there.
If I do it twice, I would.
Nah, I can't. At a situation like this, you can't risk for failure. You go back 2 yards, it's over. You at least get a second shot from the inches.
You're right. You're absolutely right. They did go for the sneak and they get it. 17-9. Green Bay, 4th quarter football, Super Bowl 55. Welcome to the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. This is where champions are made.
There was 8 minutes left. That's enough time for a comeback.
Plenty of time for Las Vegas to compose themselves and get a stop on defense. And with plenty of time, if they get a stop for the offense to go down the field and move the ball and get another touchdown. So this is a ball game. We got ourselves a ball game.
My question to you is, though, if you're Green Bay, do you try to hold the clock out, or do you go for the score?
I think with the way that Marcus is thinking and the way I've known as a player, I think he would maintain aggression here and continue to try to score, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, if he has faith in Jamal Williams and that running back group, which I don't know if he does, because no Aaron Jones has been his man all year long. And not only has he been his man, but he's been his man to a high degree. I mean, I think at one point he had 80% of the team's carries. So does he have the faith in his running back group right now to actually go out there and run the ball against a defense that's almost or basically the best in the league at stopping it?
If you have Ty Montgomery, who's been playing pretty well, I might have to.
And it looks like Marcus is going to see again with the inside alignment of Las Vegas.
Ooh, do you see what's going on?
Ooh, pass rush again. And they get the R&T out of LSU. And this is what we talked about earlier. Again, there's plenty of time in that pass rush. They have potential to get after Rodgers. And they just did again right there. 2nd 21.
I will give that to the pass rush, but the problem is that coverage is not a good idea. Four receivers out there, and you go.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was interesting. That was a weird inside alignment right there by his cornerbacks. Probably threw off Green Bay a little bit right there as they go halfback angle right here. Came on more up the seam. Can they get anything to go? they do just get a little dump off the time Montgomery. Nothing crazy. Nothing
Call.
crazy.
That's definitely a spy in that too. Oh no spy. I'm surprised. I thought it was
300 yards today for Rodgers, 2 touchdowns, 5 incompletions. Great performance, but hey, he's only got his team up 7 with 7 minutes to go, nearly on the clock, 3rd and long. Let's see what move is here for Green Bay. They're gonna go for it all, I bet. Rodgers never has a doubt in his mind that he can convert this. Let's see. Going vertical without a gun bunch. Blocking Montgomery.
Who are you looking
Devontae
at?
Adams. Devontae. I'm looking at Devontae across the middle. I think he's going to get him eventually.
I guess depends on how much time he has.
And he does. On cue.
Ooh, that is a Devontae.
Yep, Devontae across the middle. You can't stop. I mean, Norman, he's getting up there, and in years, I don't think he can hold on to that man-on-man assignment. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one.
That's the one that you have to press up front or not, or you just have to be very good at coverage.
But what a play, more importantly, the situation, though, in 3rd and long, perfect opportunity for Las Vegas to get the defense out the field and get their offense back on with so much time to work with. And an offense that doesn't move the ball particularly quick downfield. To give up that opportunity, it's unfortunate for them, but good, nice stop here on 1st down. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good stop. Bad read on the screen.
Yeah, good stop, but, conservative play call. Got to have those. Got to see, if you catch the defense slipping on plays like that, you can definitely pay off. So, will Green Bay go power set here? Now, looks like they might. David Wells putting some blocking backs. I-form wing. Let's see. Super 55, 6 minutes to go on the clock. 17-10 Green Bay. A new TFGO League Super Bowl champion will be announced. Potentially after 6 minutes, depending on if this game goes into overtime. Right now, Rodgers trying to reel his team to a dub. And we know all too well about overtime. It's not only in the TFGO League, but in real life.
Wow,
is
that Jamal Williams' first carry? That's
crazy. Was it really?
Yes.
Is that
first carry of the game.
So Montgomery has definitely been his guy of faith, and also you can see Marcus in this game where he holds a lot of his trust. I mean, it's Rodgers, 31 pass attempts, 8. Look at what was that, 9 runs? 9 runs, maybe?
Probably.
I
won't put past that for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is definitely a guy where he doesn't see anything, he makes something himself.
Oh, yeah, and right here, they're definitely going to pass that on 3rd and 8. Another opportunity for Las Vegas to get off the field against Aaron Rodgers.
Is it possible?
Adams in motion. Going to a corner. Does he have him? He does, and he has Irv Smith as well underneath. Again,
oh, my God.
Hurting.
This is hurting them. They can't. The 3rd downs needs the time where they need to stop them and make a play back.
They are pretty much in field goal range, depending on the wind, and down there in Raymond, down here in South Florida, I should say, Raymond James Stadium. I mean, Las Vegas got to buckle up quick. Clock is running down. We are within 5 minutes of the 4th quarter coming to a conclusion. And let's see if Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers can hoist Lombardi here in Tampa. Las Vegas. Jalen Moore was in motion. Rodgers dropping back in the pocket, looking underneath, and he gets sacked. Oh, my. And no.
Can't make it. Oh, my God.
But intentional grounding.
That is,
wow.
What?
No intentional grounding.
Came.
Still in the tackle box. Yeah, still in the tackle box, unfortunately, right there. So ended up playing out just like a sack for Vegas. What an enormous play.
Which is what they needed.
I mean, that was pivotal. If they didn't end up getting a sack right there, I mean, the game potentially already over. All they need to do is add a field goal, and it's going to be really difficult for Las Vegas to get 2 possessions with such a small amount of time left on the clock, regardless of the 3 timeouts.
Oh, my God. I didn't even know if they're on the opposite side of 50. That was a big play.
Yep, 46, their own 46, 2nd and 23. You know, you think Green Bay, I would think they'd be aggressive here. I think that's probably calling timeout. I think they're going to go pass right here and go aggressive.
See, my problem,
try to get those yards back.
If I was Las Vegas, I'd be just as aggressive. I'd be going for the sack. You have to get a stop. You have to not give them time to throw.
Here? Do you call a blitz in 2nd 23?
Only
the way that these guys have really attacked the zero blitz on offense has been not very good, honestly. So I wouldn't not shy away from it, but
as a user,
definitely a risky play call.
as a user, as long as I had someone playing the slot, if I was using the slot receiver, I would probably go zero blitz.
It looks like that is what they're doing here. They're running man one. Looks like. Oh no, they drop back. They drop back in zone. Let them hit the hitch underneath the Equanimous.
And you know what? That
showed blitz. That's a good disguise, though. That's a good disguise.
That would have to be something good. I would have done the same thing in that sense. I would
have
like made him throw short.
I like that from Vegas, but hey, they're on the opposing team's 46-yard line.
It's Matt Prater, I believe.
64-yarder. Big leg Prater. They're just going to go for the field goal here. They're going to try to get some yards here and try to get the field goal. Let's see if you see something he likes in the passing game. Oh, he's running. He's running up the middle. And he gets stuffed.
Safe.
Oh, my.
Very safe. Oh, my God.
Lost the ball. Oh, my God. Is that going to be reversed, or is that going to stand as a... Is that going to stand as a fumble? No way.
Either way,
oh, my God. What a play by J.J. Watt. The game needed him most, and Las Vegas needed him. If they would have earned those yards, if Green Bay earns those yards and gets a field goal, this game is pretty much over. I mean, it's so difficult to get the ball back even with 3 timeouts.
64-yard? 64-yard, you would really think that would have been possible.
It's tough. It's tough, but I've seen it happen.
I've seen it too, but I know one thing about it is that Green Bay's been mad this year because he's not been able to hit field goals when he can. I don't know. You really even done that.
And in all honesty, this has been a story all year. Who has cared about Las Vegas? Nobody's seen them do anything. Nobody respects them. Nobody gives them any credit. Nobody thought they'd be in this position right here, right now.
I mean, have you ever seen? Have you seen YouTube? There's a guy sitting there talking about why he sucks so bad. That's horrible. That is no good.
And they have an opportunity right now to go down the field and put this game into overtime or potentially go balls to the wall. 2-point conversion for the win.
To me,
it's like
whatever you need to do to win, that's how you have to do.
At their own 15.
That looks like he's giving it to them. That has to be a play there.
Yeah, and Green Bay's going intense. They're going hardcore right here. They're going zero.
Good. If you're gonna do
everybody's
that,
counting for it. Everybody's
you have to be quick.
Nope, not gonna get it off. Fumble lie. Green Bay recovers.
That was horrible.
That could be it.
Chance.
Wow.
Listen, sir. At the end of the day, that was one of the situations where you kind of have to do. You have to make something work quickly, but.
And Derek Carr just falters under the pressure. He did not manage to realize the situation. You can't allow that to happen.
However, Tyler Huntley did just fumble, so there's still
a
chance.
There's still a small chance. Not over yet.
And a good stop for first.
Yep, he will. He'll opt first timeouts. This is going to be...
I will keep the last two. I will need to keep the last two until before 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes,
this is looking like the end for Las Vegas. We'll see if they can pull out something right here with a strip. They're going to need to turn on aggressive strip right here. Turn on aggressive strip. Get those big hitters out in the field. Just pray that Marcus ends up making a bad cut and gets lit up. So 2nd and goal, 2 minutes, 27 seconds left. Green Bay on the Oakland or on the Las Vegas 11. Keep on messing it up. And Williams to the end zone.
Oh no, that is the play that you don't want to give.
23-10 Green Bay.
That is the play that you don't want to give up.
That franchise guy, the name that the league is known for, that franchise guy online, is taking a 14-point lead in the 4th quarter.
I feel like people are doing somersaults in the household, in the Marcus household.
I think so as well. 14-point lead. Vegas has not been prominent, not been efficient throwing the ball all day long. They've been here and there. They've been getting some big chunks, but consistency has not been one of their traits of today. And let's see if they can do something just to give them a little bit of hope at this point of the game.
To me, I would definitely say Las Vegas put up a fight, but the problem is if you can't score on offense, it's not going to be.
And again, they got games. And the biggest thing is they just were behind. They were behind, and you can't afford to be behind against Marcus and this team, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers.
I wouldn't even say that they were behind. They had chances to be ahead. It's just that they never capitalized in any of these situations. It was one of the situations where
Well, I'm saying at the bare minimum, at the bare minimum, just to be. I mean, they had a chance to be ahead, but you just can't be behind by a lot. You got to keep it within one possession.
And see,
and they're big play there.
Now, and look what happened there. They make a big play there. If they would have done that in the second quarter, it would have been a whole different game.
Yeah, I think they maybe stuck a little bit too long in traditional land, but they're now going long, and that is going to do it. I believe. Oh.
Yep, and that's my God.
Pick. Wow. I could have paid that off. That's game, set, match, but right now, he's in the driver's seat. Marcus is in the driver's seat, 24-10. Right now, he can play pretty loose, but Las Vegas has to make something happen there. Spread set, Derek Carr, Cooper in the slot. Got to hit 4 verticals here, I'm assuming. This looks like cover 4. No, single high.
I would at least
cover
go
3.
Outside.
Yeah, goes outside. That comes Benjamin, and he does not come down. Good effort, though. Decent effort. I like the idea. There.
I mean, I feel like right at that point in time, we should at least get yards. Yards is yards. You can't go deep at every play.
That's a good point. It's true. That's true. But, I mean, if he did manage to score there, those 2 minutes do come clutch. Because you actually don't have to kick an onside kick, where right now he probably will. But you're right. Onside kick, he just has to pray for an onside kick. Because I don't think he can score fast enough. I think Green Bay will play safe on defense here. Only rushing 3, but now bringing an extra linebacker on this man blitz. And McPerry,
is down here. Oh, that was
and
close.
The game is nearly at its finish. This is the game right here. You convert, the game lives on. You don't, Super Bowl champions. The Martin Trophy will go back home to Green Bay. Trio set. Derek Carr dropping back. Tight end block going out for a route. Ends up throwing to him, and he does convert. So the season's still alive for Las Vegas.
Out of bounds, and he's out of bounds. That's
well done,
right there.
Well done. Minute 40. That play actually could not have been a better play for Vegas. Cameron Brate on the catch. 3 catches of 43 yards today. 2:55, a minute 40 left. Wow, really, just you have to think back right now. Even the game's not over. The opportunities that were blown by Las Vegas and not being able to be aggressive when they needed to be early on. They got to capitalize. They got to do something here. We got to earn a touchdown at least to stay in this game. Good protection, but at the end it breaks down. Perry off the edge. 5 sacks. My God, I had not had any idea that was the case.
That might be your MVP.
That could very well be your MVP, although I think some Aaron Rodgers fans out there would have something to say about that. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks on the day. Derek Carr dropping back again, stepping up in the pocket, throws a little hitch, and that will not get the job done, but he will get out of bounds. So not bad. 12-yard gain, 3rd and 3. Minute 14, 2 minutes, or 1 minute, 2 timeouts. They're going to have to get one hell of a bounce if they can even manage.
He's at least made one before. The problem is now is that you don't have all 3 of your timeouts now. So now the question becomes, if you get the ball back, how do you stop the clock? That's at least 40 seconds.
I mean, you don't kick deep here even if you get a touchdown, right?
I don't know if you want to kick it short. That's still giving him 3 points.
And the first down here. It's a truck. And he'll knock
get out of bounds.
Tempo. They got to go tempo. 7-yard line. Let's see. They got to go play early. They got to go quick. Less than a minute on the clock. 5 men coming. Off the blitz, off the edge.
Mark Cooper looks like he might get it.
High-point pass. Oh,
that is a good pass. Oh, my God. That's 2 feet.
2 feet. Could not get 2 feet in. Wow. Surprised you could not get 2 feet in there. That would have been huge for Las Vegas. And potentially putting themselves in prime positions for this onside. Marcus and the Packers.
Kevin Benjamin on the outside. Ryan Switzer in the middle.
He's going to put it in the spot, I think, as well. Oren Burks.
Mark Cooper, though.
They're right in the hole. Ooh, good play over the middle with Kelvin Benjamin. Red zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Woo. It's not over yet, folks. It's not over yet. One opportunity. Onside kick, right? You can't kick it deep, right? You got to go onside, right?
You would have to.
You have to go onside kick. Let's see.
But now, if you don't get it, what happens? Do you have 2 timeouts left? It's not enough time.
This could be the big play.
The
if they convert here on an onside kick, this would be absolutely absurd.
Have you seen an onside kick return yet?
Nope, and he will not. And that looks like it could be game, honestly. I don't think that it could. I mean, he's going to opt for carrying conservative, I think, here. Let's see if he even does that as an option. But I think he looks like he's going to knee it out. I think Las Vegas will use the timeouts just to see, because I think they can still get the ball back with about 7 seconds. It's like 5 seconds, right?
It's possible. It's possible at least for probably 5 seconds. But then you have to think about the kick, so maybe not.
That'll be no. He'll just let the clock run down. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 6 seasons, this is the 7th. We have a new
first time in 7
champion.
seasons.
We have a new Super Bowl champ, and that is in the form of that franchise guy, that which the name the league was after. The Green Bay Packers will take home the Lombardi Trophy and conclude season number 3 with Aaron Rodgers likely winning Super Bowl MVP 24-17. Pretty good game, don't you think, Ty? It's pretty good.
I think it was a pretty good game. I think
that was pretty good, man. That was a pretty good game. I mean, Las Vegas was in it.
Yeah, I mean, to the end, they were able to score late.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in for the stream. Sorry to cut you off there. What were you going to say?
No, it's fine. We should congratulate our 61 of our viewers at the moment.
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in for the stream. All 60, 50, 60, 70 viewers of that franchise guy online league. And Xbox One is the premier league in Xbox One and Madden, the ultimate league. No one really compares in the work that we put towards this league. And we have our own league office that goes through day-to-day things, literally every day, working on new ways to improve the league and make it the ultimate sim experience for a game like Madden, which, I think we can see definitely has its struggles. But congratulations to Marcus and the Packers for getting Super Bowl championship. Wow, what an accomplishment it is.
Put an application in for that.
I'm going to Disney World.
It's okay. It's okay. Humility knows no bounds, apparently.
Super Bowl champs, baby. Aaron Rodgers looks like he'll get MVP. What a performance.
So since you are here, sir, would you like to plug in where would people like to find out if they want to, know anything more about the league or, how to apply?
At TFGO League on Twitter, here on Twitch, on several of our users' YouTube accounts, Hawking being one, Justin Case being one, daddyleagues.com/TFG online.
And I'm HawkingRegime. We have Ty with me here, who's the co-commentator today, and obviously that franchise guy who just joined in with the win.
So does Rodgers get MVP or Nick Perry?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like just
Rodgers
by a name purpose, they would give it to Rodgers, but Perry had 5 sacks.
Yeah, I know.
Why would
this
this game tell us who won? Why would they do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
I don't know.
You guys seen this?
To me, it would have to go to Rodgers because I think it have to go to Rodgers because at the end of the day, he was able to score in the second quarter and second half.
Do a
little Jer upgrade.
A little Jer upgrade. Never heard.
Just a little bit.
99 man. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Were you worried there a little bit?
Oh my God.
Were you worried a little bit there?
4 zone
at all? 94 now. That's insane.
God damn.
But you weren't worried at all in that game, man, Marcus.
What?
You felt you had it in the bag throughout. You felt like you had it in the bag.
I felt pretty good. My defense was playing lights out.
Yeah, I felt when he got behind in the second. I thought it was gonna be tough, but I mean, when he was down like 7 and that fumble sealed it, obviously. But I thought he had a shot.
I think the first half of anything, it was just the idea, the fact that he wasn't able. The last drive before the half was over, the fact that he wasn't able to come up with anything made it.
Yeah, that was big.
Made it open up in the air.
Yeah. That was absolutely absurd. So congratulations, Marcus.
Hawkins, I expect you to go all the way down to where he lives and hand him the Lombardi Trophy, right?
Yep.
Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we haven't had anybody change it yet, so we don't know. So we might have to start a new tradition.
Now it'll be interesting because this was like the last year of my super team. I got contracts coming up next year.
The Cameron Jordans of the world and the
Levante David.
Just it's the end of me having cap space to spend on guys like that.
Welcome to my world.
It'll be interesting, though. It'll be interesting.
Basically. I mean, that's how the NFL works, though, right? Like
it is.
The Vikings
it's not easy to maintain.
The Vikings went all in, like about the time we started this league, and now you're seeing the consequences of it. And now it's going to be the other way around.
I'm trying to fight back.
Yeah.
It's making me make some bad choices though, especially with these $20 million contracts. Jeez.
Oh, that was competitive though, man. That was competitive.
I mean, I feel like that's a good way for the Super Bowl to be. A team like that, non-blowout, not anything else, but something that's that eventually comes down to who wanted it more.
Ty, you gonna make a run?
But
you make a run next year?
I'm definitely.
Hey, with the way he started playing at the end of the year,
I'm being the champ.
Oh, got a couple of dubs under the belt? Really?
No, I got no dubs under the belt, but I could have. It was one of those situations I was like, I like my position right now. 7-9 does not help me.
Oh, you tied at the end of the Saints. That's a good tie, though. That's a good tie.
No, that was on purpose too.
Oh, okay. And by the way, shout out to the league office. We got a lot of guys in the league office that I know do a ton of work for this league, and people aren't aware. They just put in a lot of time.
Yes,
Louis, the Patriots user, Nick, the Niners, who tragically lost to the Packers in the NFC Championship game, the Dallas Cowboys, Crazy War Hero, Mike of the Bears, and Admiral Jack Bar of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got a lot of guys at work literally every day going in, and Marcus especially is at the peak of that, going in and trying to make sure everything is right for the off season and day-to-day regular season stuff. So it makes everything in this league possible. So it's awesome to see.
Wait. Dr. Bleezy's name is Mike?
Member winning the Super Bowl.
Wait. Dr. Bleezy's name is Mike? Oh, no wonder why he's a cornball.
That was a good exit point. That was a good exit point because I'm going to put this up on YouTube. So appreciate the commentary, boys.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
No problem.